Well, today's pretty exciting. It's National Health and PE Day. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that day and ACHPER's role?
Yeah, it's fantastic. So ACHPER is the Professional Association for Health and PE Teachers, and National HPE Day is a national initiative to promote the importance and the values of health and physical education, and it's a really great opportunity to celebrate the fabulous work that teachers are doing in schools through health and PE and also school sport.
Fantastic. So here at School Sport Victoria, we're pretty passionate around promoting the benefits of school sport for all Victorian students. But how are our kids going in terms of leading active and healthy lifestyles?
Yeah, sadly the research will say that 80% of children don't get the required physical activity that they need each day, and 25% of children are either obese or overweight. So it's a bit of a sad state, but that just goes to show the value and the importance of health and PE and school sport. It's more important now than it ever has been, and there's a lot that schools can do to support children in some of the challenges that they have in participating in physical activity. And school is often one of the only places where some children have access to school sport, to any sort of sporting experience. So the more success they can have and the more exciting and positive experiences they can have at school and in their health and PE and in school sport, the better.
Fantastic. So there's lots of activity happening across Victoria for National Health and PE Day today. This year's theme, and I must get it right, is good for children, good for schools and good for communities. So what are some of the ways that schools are celebrating today, and what are the activities that they're doing in their schools?
There will be amazing things going on in schools today, and the energy around this is always incredibly high. PE teachers and school sport coordinators, as you will know, are some of the most enthusiastic people in the world. So you can imagine the schools are just going crazy today. So you'll see things like a focus on healthy food and healthy lunches, and there might be nude food themes and the like, and there might be special healthy food picnics going on. There'll be lots of physical activity going across during the school day. Lots of different activities that children can get engaged in at lunchtime, before school, after school. Schools may invite local sporting clubs and coaches in to run physical activity, which is a great opportunity for the schools to connect with their local communities. And you might get teachers and students inviting family members in to their health and PE classes and practicing some skills, and you might see students teaching their families some skills and then participating in some games and physical activities with each other. So yeah, there's a lot going on in schools today. That's
great, and we know that from a school sport perspective that the support from the school community, including parents, is so important for that engagement for students as well. So that's great to hear.
Absolutely.
We also know that school sport really supports the health and PE curriculum here in Victoria. So what are some of the great ways that schools can continue to build on National Health and PE Day to continue to provide that quality experience for students to participate in sport?
Well, importantly, we would say that health and physical education provides a foundation for children learning skills and competence and confidence to then be able to participate in whatever physical activity and sport that they choose. And so a quality health and PE program is really integral. And then having a really strong connection between that health and PE program and a great school sport program is really, really beneficial for the students. They get to then use the skills that they've learnt in health and PE, they get to put them into practice in school sport. And as we said before, sometimes school is the only opportunity for children to participate in sport, and so that's why it's so important and so valuable. Other things that schools can do to strengthen that is also invest in the teacher professional learning around quality health and PE, and also teacher professional learning in aspects of sport coaching, because if a teacher's given a responsibility around coaching a team, sometimes they can do with some increased confidence and support in that aspect as well.
Fantastic. Excellent, Hilary. Well, I guess if people wanting to engage in today, where can they go for more information, or how can they share the great work and the great activities that are happening in schools today?
Well, a lot of schools will have registered at hpe.com.au, and there are resources there to help support National HPE Day in schools.
And social media should be going crazy today, is that right? How can
Absolutely.
they share the great stories from today?
Absolutely. Share your fantastic stories and activities and initiatives that you're doing in school today. Share that on social media using the hashtag HPE Day, and that way we can see all the wonderful things that are going on.
Fantastic. Well, I look forward to seeing the wonderful activities today. I'm sure you do as well.
Yes.
We're obviously both passionate about supporting students in this area, not just through sport but through quality PE. So thanks today for the conversation. It's been great to hear more about today, and we look forward to hearing how the day goes.
That's great. Thank you for having me.
No problem.